What's happening, guys? It's Boxing Lowdown and I'm back here with another video now. Second day over here in Dubai. I'm outside here, outside the Steigenberger Hotel, out here on the Business Bay waterfront. If you guys haven't been to Dubai so far, man, I'd definitely recommend it. It's an incredible place. And yeah, like second day here, be back on Wednesday, I believe. So I'm definitely going to drop more content while I'm here. Just because I'm out here don't mean the content stops. So let's talk about the fight tonight. Deontay Wilder against Luis Ortiz, taking place in Las Vegas. The rematch that nobody really asked for, to be honest, but the closer and closer it gets, like the more excited I am about it. Like when it was first announced, like I said, it was about 6 months ago now, there was a bit of like, I don't know, it received a bit of a backlash really because of it being during Joshua's fight week with Ruiz, and people were hoping that Wilder would announce a different opponent. At the time, they were like, oh, Wilder's already fought Ortiz, like why is he fighting him again? But now, I think, after everything that's happened in the heavyweight division, with Anthony Joshua losing to Ruiz, the rematch in December, Tyson Fury taking on who he's fought, yeah, I think people are starting to look forward to this rematch a lot more now. Luis Ortiz, we don't really know how old he is, but it doesn't hide from the fact that he's still a top quality operator. He's a well-schooled Cuban fighter, and he gave Deontay Wilder a lot of problems in that first fight. A lot of problems, man. We saw him in the 7th round where he hurt Wilder badly. And Deontay Wilder had to hold on, and we didn't even know if he'd make it out the round. And then as you went into round 8, like there was a little bit of, the referee kind of got in between them and like gave Deontay Wilder a bit more time to recover, which was a bit strange. But yeah, there was that controversy from the first fight, but the ending was conclusive at the end of the day. Deontay Wilder knocked out Luis Ortiz in the 10th. Brilliant fight it was. So yeah, I mean, although it received backlash when it was first announced, I'm looking forward to it now. I'm thinking that this is a really good fight, and I don't think we can write off Luis Ortiz completely, not at all. Deontay Wilder, he's obviously known a lot from Ortiz in the first fight, same with Ortiz with Wilder. So going into the rematch, I wouldn't be surprised if it's a bit cagey between these two. Like in the opening first few rounds, Deontay Wilder was cagey anyway in the first fight, but in the opening few rounds, I think that Luis Ortiz might be a bit more cagey. He knows the power of Deontay Wilder, he knows what he's like. So he's not going to want to just rush in and get caught again. So expect a first few rounds to be cagey, both men trying to counter-punch each other, and I think that the sparks will fly probably a bit later on in the fight, in the middle rounds or so. I think it'll be a good fight though. I think that Wilder, he's going to have to do what he did last time. Hopefully that Luis will just let his guard down and come in, and then he can catch him with something. And then you know that when Deontay Wilder catches a fight with something, like he'll go in for the kill, he'll start swinging, and he'll get you out of there eventually. So yeah, I think that he'll be cagey, Ortiz will be cagey, and you know, it's in Las Vegas. If it was in New York, then I could imagine the crowd booing and trying to get these guys to fight a bit more, but Las Vegas, I don't know, it's not as bad as New York when it comes to the fans and booing the fighters. So they might be given a bit of time to do that, but after a few rounds, I think that, yeah, they're going to have to get going. And I could be wrong. I mean, it could be an explosive start and finish, but I could see this probably going into the middle, late rounds again. And I see Deontay Wilder winning it. I see him winning it again. He learned a lot from the first fight, as did Ortiz. But I just think that Deontay Wilder will land his punch at some point, and it's just an incredible equaliser to have. Like the punching power that this guy has is just unbelievable, man. And I think that he will land on Ortiz at some point, and it'll be enough to get him out of there eventually. Maybe not one punch, but the follow-up like he did in the first fight, if he could do that again, I could see him getting him out around the same time, maybe around 8, 9 or 10 rounds. But don't rule Ortiz out completely, man. I'm certainly not. I think that Ortiz is well schooled, like I said. He's, in terms of actual boxers like Tyson Fury and Ortiz, they'll be the two best guys that Deontay Wilder's faced. So it's a difficult challenge for Deontay Wilder. Ortiz, like I said, he's been knocked out by him before. He knows what the power feels like, so he's not going to want to try and get that again so quickly in the fight anyway. Yeah, I could see it being up and down until probably around the 8th, 9th and 10th round, where I could see Deontay Wilder landing something and then following through and then probably getting Ortiz out of there. But it would be dumb to write off Ortiz completely, for sure, especially as we get closer to the fight. I've seen more money drop on him, and you never know, man. This is heavyweight boxing, and this is why we love it. Ortiz can punch as well, got a good solid jab, but the problem with Ortiz for me is that he hasn't really fought anybody of relevant competition since he lost to Deontay Wilder. So a lot of the people that are talking about this fight are saying, like, how did Ortiz get this title shot in the first place? I know that the rematch was, the first fight was close, but did he do enough to really warrant a rematch in between then? So He's only been older as well, which is why I'm leaning towards Wilder. He's 34 himself, so he's no spring chicken, but I'm going to go for Wilder in this fight, around 8, 9 or 10, somewhere around that time, and I think it'll be an entertaining fight in the process. But drop your thoughts in the comment section below, let me know your predictions on this one. That's mine. I think it'll be a very good fight. If you guys are watching, then yeah, just let me know what you think about it, and yeah, drop your thoughts in the comment section below, guys. Look out for more content from me over here in Dubai. I'll catch you on the next one.